exciting and new. Come aboard, we're expecting you. And love, life's sweetest reward, let it flow. It floats back to you. Soon we'll be making them all run. The love road promises something for everyone. Set a course for adventure, you'll find a new road. You gotta love The Love Boat. I used to watch it with my grandma. You know, The Love Boat is great. I don't have it yet in my movie collection, but at some point I will. Anyway, yo, what's up? Fears, audience fears. I'm feeling okay, but once the blanket goes on, you guys know, I'm feeling a tad bit under the weather. Well, it's not really a headache. It's my throat is kind of sore for some reason. I woke up. I went to work last night, but I woke up after my nap. You know, I got home from work at about 9. Went in at 2 last night. It was a good day at work. It was just busy. Very, 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 very busy. Which is unusual because usually after Christmas it's like slow. But we've had some slow days, we've had some busy days. I got home at 9. I slept from 9 to about 1. And then when I woke up at 1, I had a sore throat, so I don't know what's going on. So anyway, it's been a while since Fierce has had Arrow Coffee on the stream. And I got it in my witch's kind of, I don't know what you call these things. They're witch's brew, the witching pot, whatever you want to call it, and it's got Jack Skellington on it. The big pot, the big witch's pot. I forgot what they're called. The big brothel, whatever the hell they're called. Let me know in the chat what they're called. Anyway. Got that coffee a brewing. It's good. It's good. Hopefully it'll help my throat. Anyway, let me open up the chat. But hope you guys are having a good day. Besides me having a sore throat, I'm doing all right. There's no change with my grandma, guys. She's still very, very sick. But you know what? My grandma's lived a long life, and I accidentally made a mistake. The other day I was talking a bit too fast, and someone said, Fears, is your grandma really 98? She is not 98. I meant to say 89, and she's about to turn 90. That's what I meant to say, so I apologize. I wasn't lying, I just said it real fast, and I accidentally said 98. I meant to say 89. You know how you can switch the 8 to a 9, the 9 to an 8? That's what happened. I meant to say she's 89, and she's going to turn 90 soon. But she's very sick right now, and I think her body is it's just breaking down, because when you get that old, the way my aunt said, she goes, John, there's really nothing wrong with grandma, she's just getting old, and the older you get, the harder it is for your body to maintain itself. And plus my grandma's been through a lot. She's a diabetic, she's had open heart surgery, she's had 2 heart attacks in her life. And then my grandma's a very strong person, and it's just very sad to see her like completely helpless right now, because my grandma has always been like self-reliant, and me and her are very close. And I've called her ever since I was a kid. I've called her at least once or twice a week, and then whenever I lived in Missouri, once a week I would always go and visit my grandma. But now that I live down here, I just call my grandma at least once a week and talk to her at least for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. Always. I always make that time for me and my grandma. And it's just sad to see her. So if you guys could just please continue the prayers and the blessings, I would really appreciate it. My family would appreciate it. Thank you to all my loving and loyal fans for already, shooting prayers and blessings. I'm fine. send the prayers and the blessings to Grandma Fears. I would really appreciate that. But if you want to send prayers and blessings to the entire Fears family, I would really appreciate that. That would be nice. Any one of those. And for the people that are not religious, because I know some people in the community are not religious, just send some positive vibes, some good feelings to my Grandma Fears. Anyway, let's open up the chat. Her doctors did say, unfortunately, that she probably only has about a week or two to live. So I hope that isn't the case, but I'm glad that my grandma is not feeling any pain right now. They have her on morphine, and she's pretty much bedridden right now. So I asked my aunt, I said, hey, I said, is grandma in any pain? And she goes, no. She goes, thank God. She goes, they have her on morphine. And they said before she was on morphine, she was in a lot of pain. I said, all right. Well, I said, I'm glad that she's in, no pain. The only thing that sucks about morphine, and I noticed it when they put my dad on it, it makes you very, very sleepy. So you sleep a lot, and then whenever you are awake, you're very drowsy. You're in and out. You're in and out. So like towards the end of my dad's life, my dad was only awake maybe an hour or two a day, and I never left his side, and so the times that he was awake, he just kept saying like how much he loved my mom and how much he loved me and my brother and Enzo and everybody. And so I'm glad I got to talk to my grandma one last time, because every day I've been calling, and the last couple of days they said, oh yeah, John, she's not going to be able to talk because, she's very drowsy and she's in and out and she's sleeping a lot. But I called her last week when my grandma was coherent, and she talked to me and she said, I'm very proud of you. Me and you were super close. And she goes, I want to let you know how much I love you. And I said, oh, Grandma, I said, I'm so proud of you and I love you. And she's like, you're one of my best grandsons, because she's got a lot of grandsons. But I think my grandma never said this, but my mom said it, my aunt said it. She goes, oh, John, she goes, I don't know if Grandma would ever say it to you, but I think that you're her favorite. And I said, well, I'm honored that I'm her favorite, but I said, that's nice, but she's also got my brother, and then I have my cousin Steve, because my aunt has 4 kids. So I've got 3 cousins that are girls, and then 1 cousin that's a boy, which is my cousin Steve. So, and plus my brother. So I was like, there's other grandsons, out there. And then they're like, yeah, like we know, like she loves everybody, but she goes, she never would say it, but she goes, how like you call her once a week? She goes, she really appreciates that. And some of the other grandkids, they do call her, but not as much as I do. So I think that's why I'm my grandma's favorite. And in my mind, I'm like, why wouldn't you call your grandma? But I'm not in charge of those other people's lives, But it was nice for my mom and my aunt to say that to me. Even though my grandma's never said it, like my aunt can tell and my mom can tell, and even my dad said it, before my dad died, like you're one of grandma's favorites, and I was like, oh well, I appreciate that. So I just don't like when they put them on morphine. I wish yes, it's good to put your family members on morphine so they don't have any pain. I just wish the morphine would not make them super drowsy. I wish they could put them on morphine and it would take away the pain and not make them drowsy, so then they could still talk to their family, towards the end of their lives. But I'm just glad that my grandma's in no pain, because if it is her time to leave, I would rather it be painless, like my dad. My dad was in so much pain and it was eating him alive. The only difference is my grandma doesn't have cancer. She's just dying of old age because she's super old. But I'm so glad that my dad was not in any pain. Like once they got my dad on morphine, he felt a lot better. Even though the cancer was still killing him, he goes, well, at least there's no pain. And I was like, well, thank God, because to see my dad completely helpless and to see my grandma completely helpless, it's hard, because I called a bunch of different times. I called on the phone, and then I FaceTimed my grandma, and then one time I Skyped. So I got to talk to my grandma a couple times before she got really drowsy and sleepy on the morphine. But I call every day just to make sure, because I'm like, hey, Mom, I'm like, if Grandma does wake up, I want to talk to her. And so I called today, And my mom's like, oh, she's sleeping, and then she woke up a couple of times, and she had some soup, so I didn't want anyone to bug her. I said, oh, well, I said, I'm not going to call while, I said, I'm not going to talk to Grandma while she's eating her soup. So, because I want my grandma to feel better. So I said, I'm going to try it. So after probably the stream, I want to call a little bit later and see if I can talk to her. But I just told my mom and my aunt, before she goes back to sleep, just give her a hug and tell her I love her. So I've been looking for flights. So I just wanted to give you guys an update. Anyway, let me open up the chat because I haven't opened up the chat yet. I just wanted to get all that out of the way. But I appreciate everyone's prayers and blessings. But anyway, let me open up the chat real quick. I really do. All right, here we go. Yo, Rezzy, good to see you. Good to see you. So yeah, Rezzy, I don't know if you heard, but my grandma, she's not doing too well at all. So I would appreciate, just keep the prayers and the blessings going, guys. I would really appreciate it. You know, I don't ask you guys for much, but I would appreciate it, you know. Just keep sending those prayers. Blessings, prayers, everything. I would really appreciate it. Anyway, today's topics. Oh, by the way, I got a new blend of coffee. This one is, what the hell is it called? I'm looking over at my kitchen. This one is from Dunkin' Donuts. So I went to Walmart and I bought a Dunkin' Donuts brand. I don't eat much Dunkin' Donuts. I don't drink much Dunkin' Donuts coffee, but this blend is their medium roast. It's not the best, but it's all right. So Folgers is way better than Dunkin' Donuts, let me tell you. But it's all right. I always like to try new coffees and, you know, do a taste test for you guys. But Dunkin' Donuts, let's just put it this way. Their donuts are a lot better than their coffee. Their coffee, it's okay. It's all right. But anyway, today's topics are, I'm going to be reviewing Macgyver Season 1. I finally got through Season 1. Six more seasons to go because it was 7 seasons. It looks amazing on Blu-ray. Amazing on Blu-ray. So, and I can tell the difference. So, and I asked Randall before I took him to the Goodwill. I said, Randall, do you want any of my Macgyver DVDs? And he was like, no, Fears, I'm good. He's like, you've given me so many DVDs, it's beyond belief. And I was like, all right. I said, so I took all my DVDs of Macgyver to Goodwill, and they were like, is every single season here? Are all the discs with it? I said, oh yeah. I said, all the discs are with it. And they're like, why are you getting rid of this? This is a great show. And I said, I'm technically not getting rid of it. I said, I'm giving you guys the old copies, and I got a newer copy. I got a Blu-ray copy. And they're like, oh, does it look good? I was like, whew. It looks really good. So I'm going to review Season 1. And then whenever there's a new year, people always ask themselves, I didn't know this was a thing. My friend at work was like, Fears, do the traditional January questions. And I was like, what the hell? What are you on about? I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. And he was like, well, Fears, every time a new year starts, look up the January questions online and use that as a topic. I was like, all right. So I did, and I guess this is what he's talking about. So there's a bunch of questions that everybody asks themselves during the new year. And it's called the January Journal. That's according to my friend at work. He was like, yeah, Fears. He goes, you've never heard of the January Journal? I was like, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. And he goes, ask yourself these questions. He goes, probably your fans will get a kick out of it. And he goes, it's a good topic. He goes, people always ask themselves these questions once it's a new year, once it starts in January. And I was like, well, it can't be that popular, Sean. I was like, I've never heard of it. And he's like, Fears, trust me. He's like, just do it. Because my friend Sean, he watches my lives, and he works at the factory with me. And I'm like, if I can find it, I'm like, the internet's a big thing. And he goes, Fears, you'll find it. Just write in January questions, the January Journal. And I was like, all right. I said, I'll try to find it. And thank God I found it. So I'm going to ask myself these questions. So that's topic number 2. And then topic number 3, you guys are probably sick and tired of me talking about movie props, but I love them. I've Googled some new ones that I want to get. And you guys will see in the Christmas unboxing if I ever get it up. It will get up, I promise. I got some new ones in the Christmas unboxing that you guys will love. I've Instagrammed a few, so some people that follow my Instagram, you guys kind of already know some of the props that I got. But I've got a couple of new ones in mind that I want to get. So there we are. Resi, how was Christmas? How was New Year? Do they celebrate New Year's in Belgium, don't they? I know they celebrate Christmas, but I wasn't sure if they celebrated. I would think they would celebrate New Year's in Belgium, but do they? I'm not for sure. Hopefully I don't get skinned alive. Hopefully I don't get trolled from the trolls by asking that question, because I never lived in Belgium, so I know they celebrate Christmas. Most countries celebrate Christmas. And I know you do, Resi, because one time you came in my live and I saw your Christmas tree in the back, so I know you celebrate Christmas. But do people in Belgium celebrate the New Year like how we do? So yeah, I'm just curious. Yo, Larry, what's up? Garth Brooks, what's up? Oh, Garth Brooks, watch it. Don't put that. I'm gonna put you in a timeout. Don't be saying that stuff in here. You've been warned, Garth Brooks. All right. Resi was getting wild in her stream yesterday. Oh, really? Well, I did not watch. Well, I watched a bit of her stream, but I guess, well, she wasn't getting too wild, Larry, because I watched a bit of. Oh no, it wasn't your stream, right? Right, Resi? You were in a stream with Sega, and somebody else was in there. Was that somebody else's stream, or was that your stream? Because I don't remember. But the stream yesterday that I saw, Resi and Sega in, and somebody else was in there, and I can't recall his name. But you were eating jelly beans, right? Was that your stream, Resi? I'm not 100% sure. It could have been. It could have been. So, yeah. Anyway. Oh, he was saying some crazy shit, Larry. He was saying queers. He was saying queers for fears. And we don't make fun of gay people in my chat, because I have some gay friends. So don't be saying that, Garth. Don't be saying that. So, but yeah, yeah, I'm serious, Garth. Do not make fun of gay people in here. I don't think that's such an odd request. I'm not gay, but I don't want to offend anyone, and I have some gay friends, you know? So if you say, hey, queers for fears, you know, I'm sure a gay person would find that offending. So don't say it, you know, and just hush it on up. I only timed you out for a minute. That's a new thing on YouTube. When I went to time someone out, it says, how much would you like to time somebody out? 3 minutes, 1 minute, 5 minutes? And I was like, I said, that's a new thing. So yeah. Anyway, Resi, do you guys celebrate the new year? Hopefully Resi's still here. I don't know if she said hello. She hasn't responded in a while, so I don't know. Maybe Resi just came in and said hello and then left. But anyway. But so Larry, is that the same stream that you're talking about? I remember it was, but see, I don't know if it was Resi's stream. I think it was somebody else's stream, and Resi and Sega were in it, because they were eating jelly beans. Or Resi was. Was that the stream you're talking about? But I don't know if that was on Resi's channel. Let me call Resi. Let me ask her. Hang on. I'll get to the bottom of this. Let me get to the bottom of this, because I'm curious now. Let me call Resi. Because I'm just curious. I don't know if she'll pick up, but we'll see. Because now I'm curious. Uh-oh. I'll try once more. Resi? Hello? She could be busy, so anyway. Yeah, she's busy. All right. Well, Resi, I'm just curious. Let me knows. Also, Larry, I don't know if Visions told you. I don't remember who made it, so you may have to jog my memory on this. Larry, do you remember in the Discord, Visions sent me a picture? I don't know if Visions made it or somebody else made it, but Visions is gonna make it for me. It was a blue shirt that said MILF on it. And then it was like little periods in between, and it stood for Man, I Love Fears. And I was like, oh, Visions has to make that for me. So I wrote Visions and said, hey, Visions, How much would it be if you put that "Man I Love Fears" on a blue shirt with like yellow words, and just put the asterisk, for MILF? And he went, "Oh, Fears, it would be a steal." He goes, "I can print any image you want on a shirt for $20, and then $5 for shipping, so the total thing would be $25." And I was like, "That sounds good to me, Visions." So I said, "Go ahead and make it, buddy, and let me know when it's done so I can pay you." So for $25, I'm gonna get myself a "Man I Love Fears," aka MILF shirt. It's gonna look hilarious. It's gonna look fucking amazing. So, Larry, I don't know. I didn't know if you knew about that. So yeah. Brad, hi Fears. I contacted you on Instagram about some stuff. I enjoyed your content. Please get back with me. Thanks. I will definitely get back to you. Yo, Rezi, what's up? Rezi, I had a question. I don't know if you were here still. Rezi, Larry said you were getting wild in your stream. Was that your stream that you were in yesterday, or was that someone else's stream? Because I remember it was you, Sega, and then some other guy in a stream, and you were eating jelly beans. Was that on your stream, though, Rezi? Or was that somebody else's? And then also, Rezi, I know you celebrate Christmas, but do Belgian people, do they celebrate New Year's? Because that's why I was calling you on Facebook. But if you don't want to talk on Facebook, let me know. Or you can just answer in the chat. I'm just curious, though. Because now Larry's got my interest sparked, I'm kind of curious. And then someone said they contacted me on Instagram. So let me just read this Instagram thing real quick. And then we'll get back to the topics. Lots of messages. Busy. Let's see. I don't see any messages from Brad on my Instagram. You sure you messaged me on Instagram, Brad? I'm seeing no messages. I'm thinking it's a troll. Oh, wait. No, here we go. Brad Blanks. There we go. Well, Brad, I appreciate you watching for 2 years. And he says, "Hi, John Fears. Do you want me to edit your videos? I've watched your stream and video for 2 years now. I would like to help you edit them." That is okay, my friend. I take care of my edits on my own, but I appreciate the offer. But I'm going to have to decline. But I appreciate you watching for 2 years. So, there we are. You must be a loyal fan. So thank you for watching for 2 years. That is dedication, my friend. But no, I will edit my own videos, and I will take care of my own streams. But I appreciate the offer. Let's see. Larry says, "I may get one too." Hey, Larry, if you want one, go for it, buddy. Girl Gamer says, "Yes, LOL. Sounds like a sponsor deal, Fears." Nah. Of course we celebrate. Well, I was just curious, Rezi, because I was like, I've never lived in Belgium, and I was like, I know you guys celebrate Christmas, but I was like, it's a different country. Maybe they don't celebrate the New Year. I have no idea. I've never been to Belgium. And in my mind, I was like, most likely they do, but I'm just curious, So I was just wondering, because I honestly didn't know. I've never been to Belgium, So yeah. Anyway, Fear's question. I saw you do. I saw you did the challenge hot wings. How spicy is that? Holy shit, Rezi. Well, Rezi, I've only done the hot wing challenge with only one hot sauce. I haven't tried all the other hot ones. Off the YouTube channel, they've got different sauces. The only one I've ever tried, and I've tried it 2 times, and it's fucking terrible, is the the bomb hot sauce. That shit is so damn spicy and so damn hot, Rezi. It's so bad. I mean, it is terrible. That's why I spit out that hot wing and pretty much puked out a lung. It was bad. But I have never tried any of the other hot ones, hot sauce. I would like to, because I'm sure there's at least one of those hot sauces that actually taste good. You know what I'm saying? But I've only, me and LC only did it with the bomb sauce each time. Like the first time let's say that like this camera is the hot sauce bottle. The first time I just put a dab of it on my finger and went like that. And that fucking sucked. Then he poured it all over the fucking hot wing, and I ate a hot wing. The first one went down all right. The second wing got about halfway down, and then I puked it up. So, to answer your question, Rezi, try all the other hot sauces. I'm sure they're a lot better, but do not try the bomb hot sauce, because that one is fucking hot, so spicy, and it's fucking terrible. So, yeah. I just talked to Tommy the other day, Larry, and seemed like he was doing all right. Seemed like he's doing okay. But yeah. I tried Korean noodles. It was extremely spicy. Now that I've never tried, Rezi. I've never tried that. But anyway. But yeah. But I'm telling you, Rezi, you'll regret it. Do not try that fucking Da Bomb sauce. You will regret it wholeheartedly. But anyway. So, yeah. Yeah, Rezi, I was just curious. I'm sure the trolls are going to give me so much shit about it, but I honestly didn't know. I was like, I'm pretty sure that they celebrate New Year's, but I'm like, you never know. It's a different country. They may do things differently. So, yeah. Let's try to get Rezi on the show. All right, Rezi doesn't want to come on. That's fine. That's fine. There we are. I just messaged you again, kind sir. All right, well, I will read it after the show, Brad. But it's probably still going to be a no. I edit my my own stuff, but I appreciate you reaching out. Anyway, yeah. My mouth was burning. See, there you go, Rezi. But again, even though your mouth was burning hot, Rezi, I guarantee it probably wasn't as hot as that Da Bomb shit. That Da Bomb shit is fucking terrible. Really bad. And it's hot. So yeah. Anyway. Like, that's the hottest thing I've ever tried in my life, is that Da Bomb sauce. I don't know how anyone can enjoy food with that spicy shit on there. It is so damn hot. It's so damn spicy. It's beyond belief. It's so bad. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'll have Larry come in for a little bit. Well, Larry, I'm on OBS, so I'll call you. Because I want to see if Larry has ever tried that Da Bomb shit. I'm telling you, that shit is fucking terrible. Like the first few moments, it's like, it's not too bad, and then over time, your tongue starts tingling. You lose all sense of taste, or at least I did, and it is fucking terrible. Yeah, I mean, it's so bad. So bad. Yeah. Anyway. It's pretty bad. It is really bad. That's all I can say. There's nothing else to say. It's that bad, you know. All right. Let me call Larry real quick. Larry, I'm up to date on your videos, by the way. I watched the new Pete Rose video that you posted. It was either today or yesterday that I saw it. Something like that. But yep. I saw it. So Larry is pumping out that content. Speaking of content, I need to get some new content out. The reason why I've just been so worried to death about my grandmother, that's why I really haven't been posting a lot of content. So bear with me, guys, because my grandma means a lot to me. So I'm just begging you guys, please, just keep sending the prayers and the blessings to the Fierce family, especially to my grandma. I would really appreciate that.
What's happening?
What's up, dude?
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's up?
What's up, man?
Nothing much. Hey, I saw that new Pete Rose video, dude.
Yeah, Joey and a couple others in there give me shit about it, so I just.
I'll be honest. I didn't see a lot of hate comments on it. You know, what are they giving you more shit in the Discord, or are they giving you more shit in the comments?
No, I don't get any comments. They're too scared to comment on my videos, so
okay.
they get me they private message me on Discord and leave little smart ass. That's all right though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, would you expect anything less from Joey? I mean, he's
nope.
He's the master of negative shit. You know.
No. So. I mean, just because he don't like Pete Rose and I do.
So why doesn't he like Pete Rose? I mean, I don't know.
Because he's not American. He's not American. He's, it's Joey, man. Piece of shit.
Fair enough. Fair enough. No, I mean, you got a lot of cool memorabilia.
Oh yeah, I got some more on my breakout here. I just so far behind on videos.
Dude, trust me, I'm behind on videos. Trust me. Is most of your collection baseball, or is it a little bit of everything? Because the stuff you sent me, some of it was like really cool. I mean, the stuff that I didn't, I asked LC, I asked LC, and he didn't want it. So I sent the rest of it to Goodwill. But I kept most of it. There was only like maybe 4 or 5 things.
Damn, what'd you give to Goodwill?
The book.
Oh, yeah, the book, yeah.
The book, and then that little Frankenstein thing. I kept his bookshelf, though, because I put it up there with all my movie characters.
Well, that's all right. I appreciate your honesty. I mean, that way it'll go to somebody that enjoys it. But
so
that's fine.
So I
thought you were going to give away the comics or something like that.
No, I kept all the comics, and then I'm not a big Harley Quinn fan, so you know that little squishy Harley Quinn head. I gave that to Goodwill, but I kept the Batman.
That was just some of that stuff was just bonus stuff.
But I kept the Batman. And then I got rid of all the tape stuff because I didn't need that tape, and then so just like a few tiny little pickings here and there, but I kept most of it because I plan to read those comics and do a review on it, because those, especially the fucking Ghostbuster and Ninja Turtle one, I have not took it out of the plastic. I'm gonna be super careful, like, because you said it's a valuable. I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna keep the plastic.
Well, it's what they call a variant. It's a special.
I'm gonna read it.
About comics,
I'm gonna read it.
It's a special cover.
I'm gonna take good care of it. I'm gonna read it, and then as soon as I'm done reading it, I'm gonna put it right back in the plastic, and then I'll review it at some point. But
when I come to visit, I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna take it back home with me.
Oh, you want it back?
You only get to keep it for a couple months. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
No, I'm just joking.
Oh, I was like, hey, I'm like, it's yours. So I'm like, if you want it back, hey, all right.
No, I'm not an Indian giver.
Anyway, so is like, what is it, like 90% of your nerd stuff? Is it like baseball stuff, or is it like a little bit of everything?
It's kind of mainly baseball, but football, basketball. Everything but hockey.
You sent me some pretty cool nerd shit, man. I'm telling you.
Oh, I've got some more. I'm gonna bring up with me when I visit.
Oh yeah, you told me. You told me, Fierce, when I come to visit, I won't mail it to you, but he said, I'm going to bring you shitloads of Ghostbuster stuff. And I was like, you don't have to, but you know me with Ghostbusters. I fucking love Ghostbusters.
Yeah, just be some stuff. So, like I said, it's nothing big, but
listen, man,
you can enjoy. You know
I love Ghostbusters.
Pay back for all the entertainment.
I appreciate that, my friend. I love Ghostbusters, so the more vintage Ghostbuster shit, the better. Probably the most vintage piece of Ghostbusters I've got is that gumball machine thing that I found at Jeff's convention. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
I walked by and I had to do a double look. I'm walking, I'm filming, I'm vlogging at the con, and then I went like that and did a double look, and I was like, is that a fucking Ghostbuster gumball? Now I haven't put any gumballs in it because I didn't want it to ruin it, and it's so old. I would never put food in there to begin with because God knows who's had it before me. But I did wash it, and because there was a bunch of like crap on it. I don't know what was, but I washed it. I got it as good as possible, and it's on the shelf. But that's probably the most vintage Ghostbuster thing. But I looked online. There's a whole bunch of shit. There was bed sheets. There was fucking balloons. There was like little coffee cups with Ghostbuster symbol. I was like, I need to find some of this shit. And you know what?
It's out there.
You know, when I was a kid, I remember having the Ghostbuster sheets and the Ninja Turtle sheets, but for some reason, either my aunt threw them away, or my mom threw them away, or gave them to Goodwill, something. And I wish they would.
That's why they're so valuable, because nobody kept them. You know,
I wish
if everybody kept them, they wouldn't
be
able to buy them for
Like, I know for a fact they wouldn't fit my bed right now because I have a king-size bed in my room, but just to have them, you know.
No, I think it's more of a display piece. I don't think people's
just to have them in the collection would be fucking fantastic. But I remember when I was a kid, 4, 5, 7, whatever it was, when I was a kid, I would come home from school, watch the real Ghostbusters cartoon. That is the best cartoon alive. If you haven't seen it, fucking watch it. And
I've seen it.
And I need to get them on Blu-ray. I've got them over here on DVD, but I need to get them on fucking Blu-ray. Because they're out there on Blu-ray. And whenever I went to sleep, I had them. I had the sheets. I don't know if my mom threw them away or gave them to Goodwill. Either my mom or my aunt did something with them. Because I've asked before. I'm like, hey, Mom, did you put them in storage with all my other shit? Or did you? She goes, oh, no, they're gone, John. I threw them away. And I was like, fuck. Anyway.
Yeah.
So,
hey, did you get rid of your old DVD player? I was going to say, I'd buy that from you when I come up there.
Well, it's on.
I don't even have a DVD player. I'm still using the old VHS.
I mean, if you want it, you can have it. I'm telling you, it's on Death's doorstop, though.
Well, I mean, it's better than I don't have. I guess I probably wouldn't be able to use it. I don't have any DVDs or Blu-rays anyway. But no, my VHS still works from 1989.
I'm telling you. It does play any DVD, so if you want it, you can have it. It's under my bed. I haven't took it to Goodwill yet. I've been meaning to. But
that's what I was just thinking.
But I'm telling you, if you want it, it's under my bed. It just will not play Blu-ray anymore. That's why I got a new Blu-ray player. But it does play DVD. So if you want it, it's all yours, buddy. You know.
Yeah, well, if it that, like I said, if I ever decide to get one, they're probably not that expensive.
They're
you
not.
Get them for a couple $100.
No, not even that. I went to Walmart and mine was $40, a Blu-ray player.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, and I
thought there were several hundred for a good one.
Well, some of them are, but this one's really good. Like it had like everything that I wanted. It had like Wi-Fi connection, so now I can watch my channel and other people's channel on my television. It was fucking great. I've never seen my YouTube channel like on a big screen, you know. I just never had the need to. And actually, Joey was kind of civil about this. He's like, "Oh, Fierce, you're a boomer," and I was like, "Listen, I don't care. I've never had a reason to put my fucking YouTube channel on my television whenever I watch it on my phone or I watch it on my computer." You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, they called me a boomer too. And the funny thing is, we're not even boomers.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't give a shit. You know, I'm like,
we're Gen Xers. You know.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't have a reason to put it on my television. It's more of a convenience. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, I wouldn't know how to hook that shit up. I mean,
it was this easy, Larry.
5-year-old kids that can, but I can't do it.
I'm telling you, Larry, it was this easy. I didn't even read the instructions. I thought, well, it's not rocket science, Fears. I'm sure I'll be able to fucking figure out how to install a Blu-ray player. And the only thing I did, I said, let's see if I can figure it out without the instructions. I just memorized where the cords were on my old Blu-ray player, took out the Blu-ray player, the old one, and then I just reconnected the new player with the new plugs in the same area, and it turned on right away. And I just did a test. I was like, all right, let me just pull out one of my Blu-rays and just do a test to see if it works. I pulled out Escape from New York, put it in, it played right away. And I was like, well, I'm going to keep the box, and I'm going to keep the instructions just in case if I need it, you know, later on. And it took me about 6 minutes to take out all the old shit, put in the new shit, and then the rest of that night I filled with, like, connecting my Wi-Fi to my Blu-ray player. And that was the first time that I watched 3 of my vlogs on the big screen. And I was like, this is fucking cool, but it's more of a convenience, you know. I was like, I don't really need to do it, but it was so cool to see, like, my vlogs like on a big screen. Right. I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. I'm not gonna deny that it isn't fucking cool. It is, you know.
Yeah.
But then I was
my daughter had a cord or something. I just plugged it into my phone. So I've done it before. You have to use a cord, but I wouldn't know how to do it myself.
I mean, I can show you.
That would be awesome to see yourself
when you come. You know, we're gonna watch like all those videos, you know, that you want to see.
Oh hell yeah, we are.
So we're gonna watch. For all the fans that don't know, like, Jackass was a big thing, like, when I was young. So when that came out, me and my buddy Eric and my buddy Trent and Tom was like, fuck it, we'll just make our own. And we called it the Idiots movie. So you're going to be the first one to watch it, buddy.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I thought Visions was going to be the first one to watch it, but, you know, you guys can fight over who wants to watch it first. But we're going to watch that. And then we're gonna watch one of my first movies that I ever made, which was at church camp. Like I wrote it, I directed it, and then I taught that movie class. So I know you want to watch that. And then, I've got.
I plan on bringing stuff. What kind of snacks you like, man? I'll plan on bringing popcorn, pistachios.
I got a bunch of snacks here, buddy. So you don't have.
No, I'll bring them, man. That's the least I can do.
I'm telling you, you don't need to. I'm like my closet's filled to the brim with snacks. Or if we need more, there's a Walmart like right down the road. You can go buy snacks for us there at Walmart. So
you like Doritos? I
love Doritos. Cool Ranch.
Yeah. Okay. Like I said, I'll hook us up, man. I won't come empty-handed.
Oh man, you don't have. Listen, I appreciate it, but you don't have to. I'm telling you, there's a lot of.
We're gonna do it upright, man.
Well, listen, we gotta vlog it then. I'm telling you. The fans will love it. The fans will love it.
Yeah.
No, so we're gonna watch my demo reel, like all the old Fierce Man shit. Like when I created it, it's on the demo reel for college. Or well, most of it's there. So yeah, so you're gonna see all of it, buddy. Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. Hey, getting back to do you think there's that big of a difference between 4K or between Blu-ray and DVD?
Yes.
I mean, is there really a big difference?
Yeah, like when I watched Macgyver on my DVDs, it was good, but. I just finished the first season of Macgyver. It looks way better, in my opinion. That's just my opinion.
Right.
Now I'm sure,
I'm
sure.
Now, what about 4K? Have you ever seen 4K?
I've seen a few movies on 4K, and it looks.
I can't tell a difference.
Well, 4K and Blu-ray, they're almost the same. Again, I've only probably watched maybe 10 movies on 4K, if I'm being honest.
Right, that's still pretty new, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's still pretty new. Like, one of these days, I'll have to buy a 4K player, because then 4K, you know how, like, Blu-rays can play, like, old DVDs? 4K is the same way. 4K, I'm sure you can play 4K movies, Blu-ray movies, and fucking DVDs, you know?
Yeah.
I'm sure you can. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm sure you can.
Well, if we can't, God knows we'll get corrected, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody
I'm sure.
Will tell us how to,
yeah. You didn't get it right, Fierce. I don't give a shit that I didn't get it right. Yeah, simple mistake.
Misspoken.
Yeah. That's that. Whenever they correct me, I don't care. I'm just like, great. I'm a human.
Right.
I'm a human being. I'm gonna make a mistake here and there. I don't give a shit. You know. That's why. That's why I look stuff up on the internet, because I try to get as much information, as possible, so I don't make those simple
mistakes. Well, it doesn't matter. A lot of that stuff's opinion, so really there is no right answer. So you got your
right. Well, no, sometimes there is. Sometimes there's a right and there's a wrong, but other things they call me on, I'm like, well, that's just your view on it. But if it was something like
right, well, it's your opinion, you're not wrong.
Yeah, if it's something like that, like no fears, they can play that on a 4K, and if I got it wrong, then I would admit, all right, a simple mistake, I got it wrong. I had no idea what the fuck they play, on the 4K. I assume, because like a Blu-ray player plays DVD and Blu-rays. A 4K, I would assume that it would play all three. I'm not 100% sure, but I would assume that it did that. But yeah. So what have you been doing today, man? I know you said yesterday you were helping your neighbor take down all their Christmas shit. Did you guys get all that done?
Yeah, we had to finish up today. She fell off the roof, or
damn,
not off the ladder. She said she twisted her ankle, but I think she just wanted me to do it. So.
Is she all right?
Oh yeah, she's fine. She made a big deal out of it.
Oh well, I mean, falling off a ladder—that's a pretty big deal, buddy. I mean,
it was a little. It wasn't. I saw.
Oh, so it was a tiny. I thought maybe it was like a tall one or something.
I started laughing. I didn't want her to see me laughing.
Oh shit! There it is. Oh my god.
But I can't. You know how it is. You see somebody fall. I mean, it's this. But it wasn't bad. She didn't.
Now, do you live in a big? Do you live in a big city? Or are you like out in like country bumpkin hillbilly land?
I used to live in hillbilly land. Now live in a.
You live in a city?
I don't know, 60,000 people.
I mean, that's a pretty big city.
So small city, I don't know.
That's a pretty big city. That's a pretty big city. I mean, it's nothing like.
We got Indianapolis is big. It's about an hour away. Dayton, Ohio.
I'm sure it's a lot.
45 minutes.
Larry, I'm sure it's a lot bigger than Wentzville, Missouri. Wentzville, Missouri's got maybe like 4,000 people in it. It's a very small city, and that's a guess.
Right.
That's a rough guess. I'm sure maybe it has a little bit more, but there's barely anybody lives in Wentzville, Missouri, because Wentzville is probably 45 to 50 minutes away from downtown St. Louis. So Wentzville is kind of out in the country, but St. Louis, there's a lot of people that live down in the city. I mean, a lot.
Oh yeah, a lot of.
So yeah,
a lot of people.
A
Let's
lot.
just say that.
So, so you're back to work now at the casino, right?
Yeah, I went back on first shift today.
So what are you doing? I know you said you do a bunch of things. Like, are you on the tables now, or are you still doing the driving thing? I know you said you were
Today I was on the tables.
Yeah, yeah. What tables were you on?
Did blackjack for about 3 hours. And did roulette for about 3 hours.
You know, I've only done roulette like once or twice, and that's when me and my buddy Eric went to Vegas. I love playing blackjack. I love it. I love blackjack.
Yeah.
And that's where I made a lot of my money. Like when me and my buddy Eric went and saw the Chris Angel Mind Freak show, I won about 9 or 10 hands at blackjack, and I was like, all right, it's time to get the fuck out of here before I lose any more money. But Eric won a lot. Eric won like $500, and I only won like maybe 230. But I started with 80. You know, so I was winning, losing, winning, and then finally I hit big and hit 230. And they're like, hey, do you want to bet again, sir? And I was like, nope, I'm good. I'm out of here. Peace. Deuce, I'm out.
Yeah.
So I know when to walk. I know when to walk away. But there was this lady, Larry, like right by me and Eric, and she's like, "Oh, I'm not doing too well." And I was like, "How much have you won?" She goes, "Well, I've only won once, but I've lost like 10 times." And I said, "Well, how much did you start with?" And I remember her saying something like, I don't remember exactly, but she said something like, "Oh, I started with 900, and now I'm down to like $80." And I was like, "Well, now would be the time to walk away. You should have walked away ages ago." You know, she lost like.
You shouldn't have walked through the door. To be honest with you.
I was like, "You should." I'm like, "You lost $900," and she's like, "Yeah, in about an hour or two." I'm like, "A fucking hour?" I'm like, "God damn, $900 in an hour." That was. I was
that's actually pretty good for a lot of people. I mean, you got people. I mean, this guy today during the middle of the day. Usually it's weekends and nights that are busier, but today there was a guy that was playing $1,000 a hand.
Holy shit!
He was down 14,500 when I left.
No, are you serious? Damn! Like, why don't they just walk away? I would never lose that much money on gambling. That's a fucking.
It's called addiction, man.
That's an addiction. Because I know I know what they're thinking. Oh man, I just lost $2,000. Don't worry, on the next hand, I'll gain like 3,000 more. I'm like, you don't
get it, man. It's
oh man,
people. I mean, that's how people go broke.
That's
the most
insane.
Addictive thing in the world.
That is fucking nuts. I would have been like, it's time to walk away. You've already lost $13,000. Do you want to lose?
No, he'll be back tomorrow.
Well, then I'm telling you, I don't know this guy, Larry, but this guy's a fucking idiot. If he's back tomorrow and losing more,
that ain't nothing. You got people that lose 60 that lose houses. I mean, he'll be back tomorrow. He might win.
That's nuts.
10 or 15,000 and make him feel good for a couple days, and then he'll lose all that too.
I'm telling you, Larry, as long as we're friends, you would never see Fears lose 14,000. The minute I lost maybe 100 or 200, I'd be like, all right.
You're smart.
Yeah.
You work too hard for your money. You're smart.
Yeah.
I've been there. I've lost. It took me 20 years to realize I can't. I mean,
anytime I go to like either a strip club, I come with a budget, or anytime I go to like let's say I go to a casino, I'm like, all right, Fears, your budget is 200, 300. If you make more, that's great. If you lose that 200 or 300, get the fuck out of there. You know, the most I've ever took to a casino ever in my life, I think, was when I went gambling with my friend Eric in Vegas. Eric brought like, let's see, I think he brought like 600, and I brought like 400 or 500, and I lost like 100 or 2, and then I gained, that 230, and I was like, all right, I broke even. Time to get the fuck out of here,
Yeah, but see, you're smart. Most people aren't that way. Most people's not going to Vegas with less than, if they're going to gamble, they're not going with, $600. That's tip money,
And I'm telling you, the funny thing is, Larry, is in their minds, like, this is what I would say in my mind. I don't know what they're thinking. I'm like, well, the house always has the advantage. Vegas does not want.
Oh yeah, they do.
Like, Vegas doesn't want to lose their money. So if someone wins, that's like 1 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? Like, normally 1 out of 10, that one person will win. The next 10 times, you're gonna fucking lose because the house always.
Why do you think they call up people and say, hey man, we're gonna give you a free room and free dinners?
Yeah.
We're gonna fly you out here. All you gotta do is gamble because it's not free. They know you're gonna
But
lose.
you know me, Larry, I'm the master of deals. So I'm like, all right, yeah, give me those free meals. Give me that free, give me those 3 fucking nights. All I have to do is gamble. All you have to do is just go into the casino once, just gamble once, or twice.
Yeah, but they go by how much you gamble and how
And
much
that's it.
They by time. But yeah, you could do it and not do it at all, but you just won't get invited back. You know what I mean?
I would calculate, like, all right, how much do I have to gamble for them to invite me back? So, like, if it was like 5 or 6 times the gamble, and so they can invite me back, I'll take a free trip. I'll take a free buffet. I'll take a free hotel. Yeah. You know, and then, all right, all I have to do is...
You got to play their game, but their marketing is unreal.
But I'm telling you, Larry, what I would do is I would find out how much the bare minimum to gamble. So, oh, yeah, you only have to gamble 6 times. Great. Gamble 6 times. I'm done. You know, see you next time. Give me that free shit, you know.
But you're smart enough to realize that, though. Other people thinking they can go in there and beat them. You're not going to beat the house.
You're not.
I don't care.
You're not. Like I said, out of 1 through 10, you'll make me win at a casino out of 10 times, maybe once or twice. Maybe not even twice. Normally, 10 times, 1 out of 10, the house is going to win.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to lose money. And then every time they do lose money, I'm sure the casino gets pissed off, like, oh shit, well that guy just won $1,000. Well, hopefully the next time he comes, we'll sucker him out of a couple thousand, or whatever.
No, they're not gonna do that. They're gonna tell you that you're the greatest and congratulations. They're gonna make you feel like you're on top of the world.
Yeah.
And then when you come back, you're gonna lose all that plus more.
Just I kid you not. I'm telling you, Larry, I would feel so bad if I saw. You said it was
they sucker people.
You said it was it a guy or girl? You said that lost 14,000 today.
It was a guy.
I would walk up to him. I would feel so bad. I'd walk up to him like, dude, trust me on this.
But you got to realize too, he's a millionaire. So him losing 15,000.
I'm telling you, I would not care if he was a millionaire. I'm a good guy.
500.
I'm telling you, Larry, I'm a good guy. Even if, let's say he was a millionaire, I would walk up to him like, dude, you just fucking lost 14 grand. It's time to walk away. Get up out of the chair and fucking walk away.
Escort your ass out the door, dude.
They
don't care. They've all.
Wait, so they would escort me if I said that to him?
Make millions, but he's not smart enough to realize he can't win.
Wait, you're telling me if I went into that casino and I said that to that guy, they would escort me out for saying that to him?
Oh yeah.
Really? Oh yeah. Shit. Well then, I'd probably keep my mouth shut. I would feel bad though. 14,000. That's a lot of money.
I guess it depends, but they wouldn't like it.
That's a lot of money, man. Fuck that shit. I never see fears put myself in that situation, man. Well, I bet it's glad to be back. Hey, did you tell all your coworkers that I said thank you for that card? Because that was nice that I got a card from you, but it was such a surprise. I had no idea that you got all your coworkers to sign a Christmas card. So tell them thank you so much. That was really nice.
Oh yeah.
So. Yeah, well, so what did they say? What did they say when you said, "Hey, Fears loved it," and he said to tell you thank you?
They said that they wish they could have, got more. Cause I was trying to get everybody to pitch in to get you a nicer gift.
I mean, what you sent, Larry, was fucking amazing. So tell your
right, but I thought they'd contribute a little bit, But
the card.
Said, well,
I mean, the Christmas card, all of them signing, that was more than enough. So just tell them, like, you go into work tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
So the next time you go into work, just tell them the Christmas card was enough. I still got it. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to put it with all the Fears memorabilia that I've gotten from fans. And
just go ahead and say that again, and I'll clip it, and I'll just play it at the lunch. I'll just play it.
All right.
You can tell them.
I'll give you a 3, 2, 1, and I'm going to say it. All right.
Hold on. Or I'll find it on the screen. Go ahead. 3, 2, 1.
All right. Hey guys, what's going on? This is Fears. First of all, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the support and the likes and the comments. But most of all, I loved your guys' Christmas card and Larry's Christmas card and the big present. I opened it up. I didn't expect what to get. Everything was amazing. And it was nice that I got a Christmas card from Larry, but it was a big surprise that I got a Christmas card from Larry and all of you guys, like the people that Larry works with. So thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I appreciate it. I hope you guys had a good Christmas and a good New Year, and God bless. And this is Fears signing off. Peace.
There you have it, guys.
All right.
Fears man himself.
So that was awesome. So play that for them tomorrow, because
I know how to clip. I think I know how to clip videos, so okay. I can just play that part only and just.
Because that was really nice of them. They didn't have to do that, and that was really nice of them.
Yeah, they're all right. Some of them are annoying, but deep down, they're good people.
Because I was like, I opened it up, I was like, oh shit. I'm like, it's from Larry. Sweet. And then all of a sudden I was like, what's this other one? I opened it up, and every single person that you work with signed. I was like, oh shit, this is fucking amazing. So thank you.
Well, it was just people on that shift. It wasn't.
I thought you meant okay. I thought it was everybody, but hey, even still,
no, it was probably 25 of them.
Yeah, there was a lot, yeah. But even still, 25 people that you work with, they went out of their way, the kindness of their hearts, to sign it. So that's pretty fucking awesome.
None of them have watched it before. The other people just heard about it, but hell, half of them probably have watched it at least at some point.
That's fucking awesome. So, keep spreading the word, Larry, about my channel. That's fucking great. Now, do they watch both? Do they watch Fears Vlogs and Fears Band 26?
You know what?
I'm just curious. If you don't know, you don't know.
I do not know that.
I was just curious, but yeah. That was awesome, man. I'm telling you, like, that was cool.
That's a good point. No, I need to tell them, because you got a lot of other content on there.
Yeah, let them know.
They usually watch a lot, but no, I didn't tell them about it. Like, hey,
speaking of new content, I know you said you loved the Fears Man 5 intro. Well, Randall called me yesterday, and he called me today. He's working on scene 2 tonight, and he just finished making the first scene yesterday. So we're making progress.
Hell yeah.
Because now that the longest time we were waiting, Randall had to take a break because he had like 9 or 10 commissions, from Fiverr that he had to get done. Said, hey, Fears, do you mind if I take just a little bit break through the holiday season? If he wouldn't have took that break, we would have had it out by now. And I said, Randall, I said, Randall,
the ward, man, you're cracking that whip on him, aren't you?
No, I'm not. No, I told my.
I'm just joking. No,
yeah.
It's just
so what happened was that he called me one day and said, Fears, listen, he goes, I'm on Fiverr, right? And I said, oh, yeah. And he goes, dude, I'm so stressed out. He goes, I've got so many, commissions coming in. I said, well, how many have you got? He's like, at least 10 or 11. I said, Randall, listen, do you need a break to work on? I said, I'm not going to stop you from making money, Randall. I said, make your money. And he goes, do you mind? I said, I don't mind. I said, the fans will understand. I said, if the haters say something, who gives a shit, Randall? I said, make your money. So he goes, well, it's going to be probably 10 or 11, back to back. I said, Randall, get them done. I said, and once you get caught up or once you get some of them done, then you can start working on Fears, man. I think Randall knocked all 10 of them or all 11 of them, right off the bat. And he goes, all right, Fears, I'm done. I haven't had a commission in a couple weeks. Now I'm going to do the Fears Man stuff. I said, great. He busted out the fucking intro. I was like, it looks great. He goes, do you have my seal of approval? I was like, it looks fucking great, Randall. I'm going to upload it right away. Then he called me the other day and was like, Fears, scene 1's done. So once if Randall's not busy, he knocks it out, super quick. But he was super busy. He said he's working on scene 2. He should have scene 2 done by tonight or tomorrow. And it's about, Fears Man 5 is probably anywhere from 9 to 10 minutes. So,
I know the fans have waited long enough. We're overdue, man.
Yeah.
I'm speaking for all of us. We are ready.
Well, and then Joey was making a sly comment like, Fears, nobody talks to Black Aldrin. I'm like, listen, I don't care if nobody talks to Black Aldrin anymore.
Joe will be the first one to watch it. Damn
well. I know he will. And he'll find something bad about it. Like, oh, it should have been longer, Fears, or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And then the only reason, and I told Joey,
if it was longer, he'd say it should be shorter.
Exactly. I wrote back to Joey and said, well, Joey, not that it's any of your fucking business. I said, I don't care if any of you idiots don't talk to Black Aldrin. Black Aldrin was my very first troll ever. When I got on YouTube. And now he's kind of fizzled away. I haven't heard from him in a long time. But when me and Randall were thinking of villains for Fears Man, I said, well, Randall, I said, we have to turn Black Aldrin into an arch villain for Fears Man. And Randall was like, well, why, Fears? I said, he was the very first troll I ever had on the internet. So I said, wouldn't that make a good, person for Fears Man to battle? And he went, you know what, Fears, that's fucking genius. Let's do it. I said, all right, Randall, let's do it. So he's going to be the first one that we take down. And then eventually I'm going to take down all the trolls in the fucking cartoon, So I don't get sued. Instead of Joey with the numbers, it'll be, Mr. J or Mr. Numbers. I'm going to change his name ever so slightly. Horrible Harry is going to be transformed into Horrible Barry. Moody, I'll call him Duty. So I don't get sued, because then they can't say, oh, you used my name. Nope, no, I didn't. Fuck you.
Yeah, I don't know if they can sue you for that or not. Anyway, that's that way.
Either they would try to sue me, or they would do a copyright infringement. Oh no, he used my name. Nope, fuck you. No, I didn't. I changed it ever so slightly, and then I always tell Randall, make the cartoon look like them, but not super like them. So then they can't say shit and say, oh, he used my likeness. No, we didn't. Fuck you.
Yep.
So yeah.
That'll be, like I said, but the fears, like I said, I'm ready for the fears, man. You know what I mean? I'm ready for it.
And you said you may get one of those shirts. I don't know who made that shirt. I don't know if Visions made, like one time it was in the Discord.
Somebody said something and the Visions kind of ran, but so I think it was
somebody else. I don't know if it was somebody else.
I think it was a whole, I think it was a couple people.
I think it was somebody.
I forget who the original creator was.
Yeah, somebody made this shirt and said, hey, Fears, wouldn't this be fucking hilarious? And then.
I mean, I hate to say it, but it might have been.
Again,
I've been Joey.
I don't know if it was Joey or not. Somebody in the fucking Discord.
Or Steam Hams, maybe, or it was
I don't know. I don't know. But someone, idiots. I remember, this is how it went down, at least how I remember it. Someone in the Discord one day just mentioned it. Like, hey, wouldn't this be fucking hilarious, Fears? Like, you love MILFs. And I was like, who doesn't? And then someone wrote out, like, M.I.L. and then like that. And then...
Oh, yeah. No, I was there in live time. I can't remember.
So I was like, that is pretty fucking hilarious. And then Vision said, hey, Fears, check this out. Within a day or two, he made the photo and said, hey, Fierce, check this out. And it was a blue shirt with yellow words with the period that said MILF, and then underneath it, a.k.a. Man, I Love Fears. And I was like, that's fucking genius. That's fucking hilarious.
I mean, perfect.
So I wrote Visions the other day. I sent him an email and said, hey, Visions, I'm just curious. How much would it be to print that original shirt? Blue with yellow words, have the abbreviation MILF, and then underneath it, the abbreviation Man, I Love Fears. And he said, Fears, for $20, I can print whatever image you want on a shirt, and then $5 for shipping. So total $25. What a great...
deal.
And then he said, what a great deal, right? And I wrote him back and said, all right, Visions, cool. Thanks for the information, buddy. Go ahead and make the shirt. I said, as soon as you're done, let me know. Send me a link where I have to pay, and I'll pay it. I said, I think that shirt's fucking hilarious. Love to have it in the collection of Vision shirts. Fucking make it. Go for it, buddy. So I don't know if he's already started making it or if he's going to make it. I'm sure because he's really busy. But I said, you know, make it whenever you want. I said, I know you get busy with orders and shit. So I said, if it takes a while to make it, you know, I said, whenever you get time through your orders, go for it, you know. Because I've been waiting. Yeah. I've been waiting to buy something, and I haven't bought anything off his website because Visions is slowly but surely coming back. So I was like, all right, I'll give him some time. I won't buy anything, but I was like, this is a must. I have to have this shirt. Picture that shirt in a vlog, and you'll lose your mind for a million years, right?
Oh, plus it's a good conversation piece.
It is. Because everyone would read it. Everyone would
errands and stuff.
Yeah, everyone. Oh, and I'll wear it out, and everyone would read it like MILF. Man, I Love Fears.
Yep.
I would get some laughs over it, man. It'd be fucking hilarious.
Get a few subs from it too. You know what I mean?
Probably. Yeah. Now I guarantee you, I probably couldn't wear it to Disney or some shit, but when I'm out and about, I'll wear it. And Larry, if it comes before you come in February, I'll wear it. I'll wear it.
Oh, I'll come before February.
Well, you said you're coming in February, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm saying I don't know when the T-shirt's coming, but if it comes before February, whenever you come, I'm gonna wear it. Oh yeah.
Okay.
So the minute it comes, I'll show the fans. I'll probably put it on like during a stream, and then when you come, I'll wear it at least. I know you said you're coming for a weekend, and that's the best time for me to hang out because I work, you know, Monday through Friday. So that's the best time to come is on the weekend.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, all right, I'll have the weekend off, partying with Larry. I'll wear the MILF shirt, go fucking nuts, go ballistic. So it's gonna be great, buddy. Oh yeah.
Is there any good? Is there? I'm sure there's some good night scene clubs around there, isn't there? We can go have a couple, have a drink, maybe check out a few hotties.
Around where I live, there's some really good bars. But if you want like nightclubs, it's down in Orlando. So
yeah, I don't want to mess with that. But hell, some of those little bars are the best places.
The bars, there's some good bars around where I live, but all the like disco, all the nightclub shit, that's down in downtown Orlando.
No, we just go have it. I'll probably just drink a Coke and shoot some pool, maybe look at some find us
there's
a couple
a great
hotties, you know,
like literally like 4 to 5 minutes down the road there's a great pool hall that I've never went to, but I've heard of it, and my friends from work have went there, and they said, oh, Fears, they said you should either do a vlog at that pool hall or take some of your friends. So
we're vlogging.
So
we're going there to hustle them out some money. Me and you play doubles.
All right, let's do it. I'm good. All right. So yeah, I'm just ready for that fucking miniature golf game, buddy. I'm going to destroy you in fucking miniature golf. I mean, like the slaughter will be so bad, you'll have little tears gushing out of your little eyes. I'm telling you.
Well, okay, but we'll see.
Listen,
I'm glad. I like the trash talking.
Oh yeah, listen.
I'm just telling you,
dinner is on the line.
I'm gonna feel bad coming up here staying at your place and taking money from you. So
listen, dinner is on the line and $18 because me and Larry, we made a deal, $1 per hole. So if I win, $18 from Larry, and then he has to buy dinner. If I lose, I'm a man of my word. I will give Larry $18 and I will take him out to dinner. That is a fucking deal.
Oh yeah, no, I try. If I wouldn't bet you if I didn't trust you. So I know.
So yeah, and like let's say you win, you can go to whatever restaurant you want. I'll probably put the $18 to whatever restaurant we go to. And there's some really good restaurants out. They just made a new.
I'll find if I'm picking. Believe me, I'll find the best.
They just, you know what? A couple of months back, they just put a new Outback Steakhouse, like not super close to my apartment, but like a little ways down. I have yet to go there. So there's that.
We're gonna find something better than that.
I'm telling you, they got Texas Roadhouse. I mean, they got a whole bunch of shit here. Texas Roadhouse. There's a bunch of steakhouses around here. You know, I mean, so there's some really nice restaurants. Really nice.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure there is. I know Orlando's. You know, it's that area. It's.
Well, I live just right outside. Nice. I live close to Orlando. I live just right outside of Orlando. But there's both. In my town, there's some good restaurants, and then down in Orlando, there's really good. Then there's some really good restaurants on the Disney property. There's good restaurants in the Universal properties where you can just go for dinner and then come out. So there's a whole bunch of places.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, like I said, I'm sure you know all the hot spots. So I'll just.
I mean, I've visited a lot of restaurants, so I know where some of the hot spots are. But again, even though I've lived here, well, now 6 years. Now it's a new year. I'm still exploring. Like every time I go out.
Right.
And do it,
well, it's so big.
It is. I'm telling you, it's so big.
Hard to figure out everything. It takes time.
Because I remember my aunt visited me a couple years ago, and she goes, "Oh yeah, I watch your vlogs from time to time." She goes, "Have you like hit all the hot spots?" And I looked at my aunt, and I said, "Listen," I said, "I vlog a lot," and I said, "I've probably only hit maybe 15% of Orlando and 15% of my city, maybe because there's so much shit to do." Like throughout my vlogs.
When I hit the state line, I'll grab one of those pamphlets from the rest center that gives information about activities. And we'll find some other cool spots.
Like that was one of the very first vlogs when my mom helped me move down here. We stopped at the, I think it's right on the Florida line. We stopped at the Florida Visitor Center. They hand out free orange juice. So in that vlog, I don't know if you remember that vlog.
I'll be there.
That's an old one.
I'm like you, man. I love my free stuff.
Yeah, so that's an old one. I remember my mom had to stop to use a restroom, and we ate some lunch at the Florida state line, and she goes, "Hey, let's just go check out," she goes, "now that you're a Florida resident," she goes, "you want to go check out the visitor center?" And I said, "Hey, why not, Mom?" And I said, she goes, "Well, that'll be good content for your vlog." And I said, "That is true." So I went in, and I was like, "Hey, do you guys hand out free orange juice?" And they're like, "Oh, yeah, as much as you want." So I grabbed like 3 or 4 glasses of orange juice. I filmed all inside the visitor center, and that's an old vlog. I'm sure you guys remember that one. So you got to stop there, Larry.
I'm bringing a jug with me.
There you go.
A whole jug up.
There you go.
Take that shit for the road.
And I'm telling you, it is freshly squeezed orange juice at that visitor center. Like, they are not fucking joking around. That was some of the best orange juice I've ever had in my fucking life, man. It was really good. I mean, really good.
Yep.
Anyway,
is good.
I'm going to get back to the stream, man, but I'm going to let you go.
Okay, I appreciate your time, man. Like I said, we're getting it all situated. And
I
just wanted to...
Just keep me updated because...
hey, and thanks for helping me out with the channel, man. I appreciate that.
No worries, man. I've been plugging you like crazy, man.
I do appreciate it.
So, have the sub count went up? What's the sub count up to before you go?
I think I'm up to 12.
Nice. Well, listen, you gotta start. You gotta start somewhere, man. I think when I very first.
I got a couple of videos. That's got over 300 views. So I'm getting a lot of views. I just can't retain that. I can't get them to subscribe. You know.
Well,
I got to come up with a catchphrase or something.
The thing is with subs, Larry, is I'll give you one piece of advice. When I first started out, you gain some and lose some. Even though I've got a whole bunch of fans, that happens on TikTok. It happens on Instagram and YouTube. You lose some, you gain some. So you have to keep pumping out stuff. So the stuff you lose, then you'll gain more. You know what I'm saying? It's a kind of a balancing act, but you'll eventually get there.
But like you said, I'm not worried about the subs or the views. I'm just enjoying what I'm doing.
Yeah,
so
that's the most important thing.
I'm not frustrated.
That's the most important thing. Like, I love my fans, but you have to have fun with it. So have fun.
Right. I enjoy doing it. I'm learning a lot.
Yeah. So have fun. So, hey. The most important thing is have fun and eventually everything else will fit into place. The subs, the views, the counts, the monetization, all that shit will fit into place. But most of all, have fun. Don't get stressed out about it.
No, I remember you saying that, and I've taken your advice, and that's what I do. So I appreciate it.
Because you've seen Fears get stressed out from time to time. It's a lot sometimes, but I'll say this: I've got more loving and loyal fans over idiots. You know.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like, and I'll be honest, the idiots that troll me, it's only like 9 or 10 of the same idiots. You know. So.
Yep.
So anyway,
I'll let. Never stop. So.
Oh, that's what gets frustrating. Sometimes they never stop. So it tends to be a lot sometimes, you know.
Yep.
Anyway, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna finish the stream, buddy.
Okay, bud. But the chat and everybody that's watching, man. Have a good evening.
But it's on when you get here, man. Golf.
I'm ready, buddy.
All the golf skills will harness into one extreme blowout of. I'm gonna just massacre. It's gonna be a massacre, my friend. Lambs to the slaughter, my friend.
Okay, now you're getting. Now it's getting deep in here, man.
It's getting deep.
I don't have my boots on.
It's getting deep, my friend. All right, I'll see you later, Larry.
All right, brother.
Peace out, dude.
Yeah, Larry has no idea. You know, as much as I love Larry, that is going to be a slaughter like no other. I'm going to be hitting like, you know, tons of putts, tons of holes in ones. Hopefully Fierce doesn't shoot himself in the ass and lose, because that would be hilarious. It would be hilarious. It'd be good content. Because Larry would be like, hey, Fierce, what about all that trash talk, huh? What are you going to say now? You owe me that $18. And I'd be like, oh, shit. Yeah, I do. But hopefully Fierce will get the big W, the big win, and everything will be all right. But yeah. But no, Larry, I kid you not. If I lose, $18, $1 per hole, and whatever restaurant you want, bud. Because I'll be honest, Larry's right. I've only went to maybe 15% of all the tourist attractions in the 6 years I've been here. If there's one thing that they at Orlando and my city have, there is a shitload of places to eat. So if you guys are taking a vacation down to Florida in general, finding somewhere to eat for lunch or breakfast or dinner, you won't have a problem with that because there's restaurants everywhere. So anyway, let's get back to the. Let's get back to the stream. But hey, it's always cool having friends and stuff in the stream. If you guys haven't checked out Larry's channel, it's a new channel, but he's been a fan for a long time. He just started pumping out. And most of his content, he's got some really cool memorabilia. So he is a nerd like Fears, but he's like a sports memorabilia nerd. So he's got a lot of Pete Rose stuff, a lot of baseball stuff, a lot of basketball stuff. He makes like funny little shorts with his puppets. He's got some puppets. And I know he's got 2 or 3, because he did some puppet where a puppet was like eating another puppet out or whatever. That was fucking hilarious, Larry. I like that shit was fucking hilarious. I click on the video, I'm like, what the fuck am I watching? And he's like, oh yeah, Fierce, check that one out. And I was like, this is pretty fucking hilarious. So it was pretty damn funny. Anyway, but I hope everyone's had a great day, guys. Again, it's been an okay day, just my throat is a little sore, and, you know, it's still not good news with my grandma, so it's kind of touch and go with my grandma, but keep sending those prayers and blessings. I really appreciate everybody that's been nice and shooting prayers, and to all the people that have been not nice to my grandma, well, fuck you. So, yeah. But, yeah. All right, let's see. Let me grab Macgyver. All right. So when you get it on Blu-ray, it comes like this. So it's got this big thing here. I'm watching Season 2 right now, so Season 2 is over there. But this is what Season 1 looks like. I'll be honest, Season 1, it's a little bit, well, most of it is good. But the ending episodes of Season 1, it's kind of a letdown, you know. So the last disc, I'd say these last 2 discs are fucking terrible. So it starts off good with a thunder, you know, like, you know, he's a secret agent. He hates guns because in the story, when he was a kid, like one of his best friends died, you know, because he wasn't handling a gun proper. So MacGyver doesn't use a gun, but he doesn't even need to use a gun because he's so damn smart. He got a degree in physics, so he's smarter than the enemy. He's like, yeah, fuck you. He's like, if you tie me up and put me in this closet, I'll just find a fucking way to get out. And then the villains are always like, no, you won't. He's like, fuck you. Yes, I will. You know? So he's like 20 times smarter than the fucking villains. So his best weapon is his mind. And he just looks around and he just uses little bits and bobs wherever he is, in the room, out in nature. And he's like, all right, if I grab this and grab that, I can probably make a bomb out of it and then put it near the door, blow an opening in the door, and then just get the fuck out and just say, hey, villains, fuck you, peace, deuce, I'm out, you know? So, season 1, it starts off good, but the last couple episodes are kind of crap. So if you get it, just know that the beginning and middle episodes of season 1, great. The last few episodes are crap. But season 2 started off with a thunder too, so let's hope season 2 is all good. My favorite episodes, let me look through here because it has all the names of each episode. I mean, definitely the pilot. The pilot's probably the best episode of season 1. It comes out with a thunder. He saves someone like in the Grand Canyon. That's like the very first scene. Then he gets a job to this underground like government building. It's like super like hush hush high class. A bomb is set off, and there's a bunch of civilian workers like down trapped in this underground lab, and he's got to like not only stop an acid leak down in the lab, but he has to save all these people. So for sure, the pilot is fucking great. So it starts off really good. So the pilot is one of my favorite episodes. The heist, that one's a good one. He has to someone steals like $60 million in diamonds, and him and this lady have to recover all the diamonds because the villain stole all these diamonds from like a government agency, and he has to like recover all the diamonds. So he goes to like, I think it's like the Virgin Islands or the Bahamas, and he retrieves all the diamonds. That's a good episode. Let's see. Another episode that I love, Last Stand. He's like trying to find a fishing spot that his dad took him to, and he stops for directions at this airfield, and these terrorists have took over the airfield, and they're holding the people that work at the airfield hostage. And so he helps take down the villains and save all the hostages from the airfield. That's always a good one. Target Macgyver. Macgyver does a job, and the guy that he took down doing this job is sent off to jail. Well, that guy gets out of jail. He wants revenge. So he puts a hit out on Macgyver. So the government called and said, hey, Macgyver, we just wanted to let you know you're a target now. So you may want to like hide out for a little while. So he goes to visit his grandfather. The villains find out that he's went to go visit his grandfather. So like Macgyver, his grandfather is really good at like coming up with different ways to like take down villains with like little bits and bobs. So him and his grandfather take down the fucking villains when he's hanging out with his grandfather. So that's a pretty good one. Plus, the guy that they got to play Macgyver's grandfather really reminds me of Grandpa Fears. So that's another great episode that I like. Nightmares is good. Deadlock is good. Countdown is good. Let's see. Ugly Duckling is a good episode. And let's see. The Escape is a good one. And probably one of my favorite ones is I forgot the name of it, but he helps his old girlfriend. His old girlfriend, they're still buddies. They're still friends. And she works at this nuclear reactor, and she finds out that someone is selling this shit like on the black market, and she doesn't know who, but she has an idea of who it is, and so she hides all these documents, and someone at her plant is like killing a bunch of people to try to find those documents. So Macgyver helps out find out who it is, and then the villain like starts a reactor, and then him and his girlfriend have to like stop the reactor. So that's a good episode. So on a whole, I would give the first season of Macgyver a 9 out of 10. Again, there is some episodes that are crap, but for the most part, season 1 is really good. So definitely check it out. So yeah. Oh shit, Larry's talking smack. He says, hey Fierce, how about you pay me the money now for the golf game, since I know I'm going to kick your butt. Oh shit, alright. Well, challenge accepted, my friend. Listen, I already know I'm going to win. I love competition. So, my buddy Larry, you are going down, brother. Anyway, check out the first season. Really good. Probably the best. And I'm not just saying this because I like Macgyver. The pilot is probably the best episode. That's probably my favorite. And then my second favorite is the one, Last Stand, where he helps the people. He saves all the hostages when those terrorists take over the airfield. That is probably like my second favorite episode. It's so good. Those 2 episodes, I mean, I like them all, except for like the last few episodes in the season, because the last few are so damn boring. But as a whole, my 2 favorite episodes are probably those episodes. So definitely check out the first season if you like Macgyver. So 9 out of 10. I am gonna watch this. I keep forgetting to watch it. Either I fall asleep or I keep forgetting to watch it because I was almost finished with Macgyver. That's why I thought, all right, I'll just finish watching Macgyver first, the first season, review that, and then get to this. So eventually I'm going to get to this because I told everybody I'm going to watch this. So I'll either watch this before I go into work tonight or tomorrow. But I will let you guys know. So hold on. It's coming. All right. So the next topic I want to talk about. So I got a whole bunch of movie props for Christmas. And I've Instagrammed a few of them. But you guys, whenever the Christmas unboxing video comes out, you guys will fucking see what I got. Holy shit. A lot. I got a lot. But you guys know Fears is I'm always on the lookout for new props. These are on my mind, so check these out. I'm going to open this up. So someone online has made exact replicas of the Star Trek pads. You know that they're always like, you know, writing their little documents on, like the little gray pads. There's a large one and there's a small one. I would love to get that. I mean, they're not the real ones. I would love a real prop from Star Trek: The Next Generation. I'd say Star Trek: The Next Generation is my favorite variation of Star Trek because that's the one that me and my dad watched together, and my dad introduced me to Star Trek watching that because that's what was out when I was a kid. And then he said, "John, we're gonna watch them out of sequence." He goes, "Watch the '80s version," and then my dad introduced me to the 60s version. And I do like the 60s version, but because I watched Star Trek: The Next Gen, all 7 seasons with my dad, that one will always be my favorite. So, yeah. And the pads were one of the coolest props on that. They were always like pushing buttons on the pads, writing shit down the back. Sometimes they would push a button on the pad and like record it. And someone told me, if you ever get like an iPad, I was like, I wonder if they got the idea for an iPad, you know, Apple's iPad from the pads that they use, because the pads on Star Trek Next Gen look almost exactly like an iPhone, an iPad. So I wonder if they got the idea to make the iPad from the pads of a Star Trek: The Next Generation. If they did, that would be fucking cool, man. That would be fucking sweet. So that prop, for sure, I want to get. At least one variation, if not more. The next one, if you guys have ever seen Steven Spielberg's Hook with Robin Williams and Dustin Hoffman. Dustin Hoffman plays Captain Hook. At the beginning of the movie, Hook kidnaps Peter's kids, and he leaves this letter. And I found a replica of the letter that says, "Dear Peter, your presence is required at the request of your children. Kindest personal regards, Captain James Hook." I would love to get that letter that Captain Hook leaves in adult Peter's house and have that framed. That would be a fucking cool prop, because I love that Hook movie that Steven Spielberg made. So that's prop number 2 that I would love to get. Prop number 3 is it's a different. I've got some phasers from Star Trek Next Gen, but I don't have. There's a long phaser, and then there's a real like tiny phaser, and it's called next gen Cricut phaser, which it literally holds in like a very tiny one in the palm of their hands, and someone put that on Etsy and eBay. It's just more expensive on eBay. It's only on Etsy for like $60. So I would love to get the Cricut phaser from next gen. And every not every season, but almost every season, they had a different version of like phasers in next gen. So definitely at some point want to get the Cricut phaser off of next gen. I wish it was real, but it is a replica. But even to have a replica would be fucking sweet. All right, next one. Let's see, where was it? I've been saying this for the longest time. I've got, the skull key from Goonies. I've got that, but I don't have the Goonies treasure map from One-Eyed Willie. Definitely got to get the treasure map from One-Eyed Willie. For sure, you guys. And then the last one I'd like is from Star Trek Voyager. The Doctor wore this mobile emitter on his shoulder so he could walk off the holodeck. And I would love to get the mobile emitter. That would be a cool fucking piece. So those are the newest on my list, but the movie prop list just keeps growing and growing and growing. You know the list I've got for all the movies that I need to buy from FYE? It's kind of like that. I keep adding both to those lists, so eventually I'll probably get to all that shit. It's just when and where. So there it is. But anyway, those are the newest ones on my list. All right. And then last but certainly not least, the last topic I want to talk about. Hang on. Let me get back to the... did anyone message me in the chat? Let's see. Okay. I just wanted to catch up on the chat to see if any... I wasn't ignoring anyone from the chat. I just wanted to make sure I got to everyone's comments before I end this. The last topic, my friend Sean from work said, Fears. Have you ever heard of the January list, the January journal of questions that everybody asked themselves? I had no idea what he was on about. And I said, Sean, what are you on about? He goes, do this as a topic. And I said, all right, well, what is it? And he goes, I looked online. He goes, and every year, once there's a new year, people ask themselves these questions. And I said, yeah, I said, send me the link and I'll do it. So he sent me the link, and here are the questions, and I will answer these. And then I need to get some dinner, and then I'm going to edit, take a nap, and then mosey on off to fucking work. All right. So the first question is how do you feel at the start of a new year? Usually I feel great because it's the start of a new year. This year I'm feeling shitty because, right as a new year starts, my grandma is on her deathbed and they only give her like a week or two to live. So the year, how I feel, it's not starting off a good year. I wish it started off a great year, but it is. I feel both. I feel good that every year there's a fresh new start, but I feel bad because me and my grandma are really close, and I don't want her to die, but she's extremely old. She's 89, about to turn 90, and I guarantee you she's not going to make it to 90, and it's very sad. So that's how I would answer that question. Number 2, what are you looking forward to most this year? I've told you guys this many times. Every once in a while, I apply to like airline jobs. As much as I love movies, I've always had an interest in like flying. So I would love to get a job where I could fly and travel. Because I guarantee I'd probably make more money doing that than working at FedEx. Not that I don't like FedEx. I like FedEx, but I mean the goal of your career is always to gain as much money as possible so you live comfortably. I live comfortably, but I would like to live even more comfortably, and I just do FedEx just for the job, it's a good job, but I would love to have a job that I like even more, because I like FedEx, but I'm sure there's many more jobs out there that I would like even more, so I'm going to apply to some more flight jobs and try to do that and apply. I came close a couple years ago. I almost got one. It's very hard to get one of those jobs, but if I got it, oh man, it'd be more money, travel more, so that'd be more opportunities for vlogging and shit. So it would solve a lot of problems, So yeah, another thing I'm looking forward to, I hope this is my year to find the love of my life. You know, I'm getting older. I'm kind of running out of time. And people are like, oh, well, Fierce, you got all the time in the world. Not really. I'm 40. You know, I'd like to have children someday and be a dad. I want to get married. I've met a lot of Mrs. No's in my life, but I'm really sick of the bachelor life, and I would really just like to find a woman. You know, date her for like a year and then transform her into Mrs. Fierce. You know, so I hope this is my year to make that happen. I'm not asking for much. You know, a Mrs. Fierce would be nice. You know, so we'll see. Hopefully that's on the list. And I've been trying. It's not for a lack of trying. I have been trying like crazy, guys. And she doesn't have to be a hot flaming model. I ask very little on the woman that I date. Just the basics. You know, have a good family, have a good job. Some Christianity in her would be nice. Obviously, you have to be attracted to her, but looks are not everything. I like both. You know, because she can be the hottest piece of ass in the world, but if she has no personality, then she's probably dumber than a box of rocks. So I like both. Of course, I would like to be attracted to her, but she has to have a personality too. So I look for both. You know, someone with a good family, someone that wants to have children, someone that wants to get married. So the basics. You know. Larry says it's okay. Just get the bad stuff out of the way. Exactly, Larry. So I'm hoping that I find love. Anyway, let's see. Number 3. Last year was a year of what? This year will be a year of what? Last year was a lot of pain. This year will be hopefully the year of opportunities. That's how I would answer that. In the new year, what are 3 things you need to cut out of your life? Oh, trolls. Those three. Less worrying about what they think, more worrying about what I think and what my loyal fans think, and who gives a damn what they think, you know? All right, number 5. I'm sorry, that was 5. 6. The 3 things that you need to add to your life. More going to church, a woman, more patience. I mean, I have a lot of patience, but I need even more patience. So those would be the 3 things that I would like to add. All right, let's see. What's next? What is something new that you would like to try in the new year? Ooh, that's a good one. I would like to go to some new tourist attractions that have been on my mind to do some vlogs there. Because not every vlog is going to be at Disney. I mean, there's going to be a lot of vlogs this year at Disney, but I want to go to some other, like some of my best vlogs are like the hole in the wall attraction I go to. Like one of the best vlogs I ever did is, remember I went to that, it's like $15 to get in, but everyone loved that vlog. It was $15 to get in. Someone had made a replica of the White House, and he made a whole museum of like White House memorabilia. And I went to it, and I was like, this is pretty cool. And I remember I took my camera and I shot inside that little miniature thing of like the White House, and it was a pretty good vlog. So I'd like to go to more hole in the wall ones, and also I'd like to learn a new skill. I don't know, maybe just learn something new. You know, try something new. Let's see. Number 10. What's one thing you've done that you'd like to erase? Oh, for sure. All the yelling and screaming and going fucking ballistic online. I wish I could erase all that from the past. I've erased it pretty much off of my channel, but I know someone has got clips of me like freaking out, going fucking ballistic, like, you motherfucker, like all that shit. I wish if I could just take an eraser and just erase all that from their hidden channels, their fucking hidden archives, all that fucking shit. I would love to get rid of all that. If you could write a letter to someone that you love, who would it be? Well, I don't want to say, but I think we all know who I would write a letter to. So, yeah. So, that answers that. Let's see here. Make a list of everything I'm sorry, what's 5 things on a list that you need to achieve before you die? Get married, have kids, travel more, spend more time with family, reach 100K on YouTube. I doubt I'll ever get there because I'm a realist, but I never say never. I would love to hit 100K and get that fucking YouTube plaque. That would be pretty awesome. What are 3? I'm sorry. What are? I'm getting tired, so I can barely read right now. I'm sorry. What are your top 3 greatest qualities that you think you have? Oh, the gift of gab. I can carry on a conversation like no other. I'm really good at reading people. Like, are they a good person? Are they not a good person? Are they full of shit? Are they not full of shit? I'm really good at reading people. And I have multiple amounts of energy. So I would say those are 3 of my best qualities. Like, whenever people are getting like low energy at work, I try to give everybody else energy at work and say, hey, we're almost done. We're almost done. Only got 1,000 more boxes. We can do it, you know? So, but I will say this. Every once in a while, the Fears Man's, I'm like everybody. I've got a lot of energy, but every once in a while, the Fears Man's energy goes low. And then I'm like, all right, fuck this. I need a napo. So as much as I have that as a quality, a great quality, and a great strength, sometimes Fears Man needs to take a nap too, but I've got a lot of energy. All right. Next question. What are 2 negative thoughts you don't want anymore? Oh, God. There's more than 2. I always have... Everyone thinks about this. I wish I didn't think about it. The older you get, the more you think about, oh, shit, when am I going to die? You know? Everybody dies, and it sucks. I hate that part about life, but I'm 40. I'm like, am I going to still be here in my 60s? Because my dad only made it to 67. Am I going to be still here in my 50s? You know, so that's a constant negative thought that I think about. And then, if I'm being honest, you know, I wish I didn't care so much about what people think about me, you know? Like, I've got... All I really should care about is what my friends think of me, what my family thinks about me, all my loyal fans. But I hate that the fucking haters are like, oh, Fears is this, and Fears... I wish they would just shut the fuck up and leave me alone. But they won't. They never will. They're fucking morons. But I'm being completely honest. I wish I would think less about that. So, yeah. What is your favorite way to relax? Oh, movies. If I had to pick 2 others, napping. Fears loves a good nap to relax. And then the beach. I love to relax the beach. Those 3. But the first one is pop in a movie. I don't care if I've seen it 1,000 times. Any movie. Pop in a new movie that I've never seen. Pop in an old movie. You know, lay on the couch, watch a movie. That's a good way to relax for the old Fears Man. The title of a movie that would be your life. Rocky Road. Fears' life has been rocky. Parts of my life have been good. Parts of my life have been bad. My life movie would be called Rocky Road. I'm being completely and dead honest with you guys. And I say that as a joke, but I would say everyone's life has been rocky at times. Good times, bad times. So I would say that for everybody, really. Okay, next question. Let's see, where did I leave off? Your top 3 priorities of this year. Find a lady. Would love to find a better job. More content. Like getting the content out faster. Those are my 3 top priorities. How was your last year? Half of it was good and half of it was bad. Hopefully, all of my year this year is good. It's not off to a good start with, you know, my grandma slowly but surely, you know, dying, you know. But I'm just so glad that she's not in any pain. I know she's lived a long life, but, you know, my dad lived a long life. It never gets easier when you lose someone, and you guys know how close I am to my dad. I'm just as close to my grandma, as I was to my dad, so it's going to be hard whenever she leaves. If you could write a letter to God about one thing you've been worrying about, what would it be? That would be a long letter because I'm not just worried about one thing. I would write to God and say, God, I hope you got time to read all this. I'm worried about this. I'm worried about that. I'm worried about this. I'm worried about that. I need answers. Could you write me back a letter and let me know on a few things, because I know God's busy, but I'd be like, could you just answer me a few questions about this? I'm really worried about just these few things. So it would be more than one. But that's how I would answer that question. If you could have a conversation with a deceased relative, who would it be? Oh, for sure, my grandpa Fears and my dad, for sure. So yeah. Here's the last few questions. I didn't know people thought about this stuff, Sean. So this was Sean sent me this link, the January Journal. And these are questions that people ask themselves, I guess, every January in a new year. What are the highlights last year? Buying a Disney pass, turning 40. I mean, that was a big highlight. Going on a date, even though I didn't tell you guys, I did go on a date last year, but I could tell she was a very nice girl. I'm not even going to tell you guys her name. She was a very nice woman. We went on one date. It was a good date, but I knew that we didn't have enough qualities. And I was like, I don't think this is going to be a good match. So I was very honest. I said, look, I don't want to waste any of your time. I said, did you enjoy the date? She goes, oh, yeah, I did. What about you? I said, I did enjoy the date, but I said, can I be honest with you? And she goes, oh, please do. I said, listen, you are wonderful. I'm not saying that you're not bad. I said, you're wonderful, but I said, we don't have enough qualities that are similar that I think we could form a relationship. And then she goes, thank you for being honest. She goes, I 100% agree. And then she goes, I don't watch a lot of movies, and it seems like you're really into movies. She goes, I watch more television. I said, yeah. And then that was just one dissimilar thing. She goes, do you mind telling me why you don't think we're a good match? I went and said them, and she goes, oh, I 100% agree. And she goes, these are the qualities I don't think you have. And I said, great. I said, I'm glad that we're on the same page. And she goes, most guys would want to waste the woman's time and, get some free sex out of it. And I said, listen, I love sex, but I said, I don't want to waste your time, So I said, because I don't want my time wasted. And she goes, I respect that. She goes, I'm glad that you don't want to waste my time or play any game. I said, no. I said, I hate drama. I hate games and all that crap. And I said, I don't want to put you through all that. She goes, well, I appreciate you being super honest. And I said, I appreciate you being honest. So, yeah. But I would say those three were the highlights of last year. All right. How can you improve your life in this new year? I mean, I've already really kind of said that. Stop giving a damn about what people think. Focus on the people that do matter. My friends, my family, my church family, the loving and loyal fans, and not giving a fuck what the idiot trolls think. It's hard to do that, though, because they say, you think it's easy. It's not easy. They say some of the most vile shit. Like Joey said some of the most vile shit about my grandmother, and that really hurt me. I know he doesn't give a shit, but it really hurt. And it hurts. Words hurt. And the constant annoyance of Adam saying, oh, I'm Fears' manager. No, you're not. I fucking hate Adam with a passion. I could care less. If he died tomorrow, I would be like, yes, thank you. I hate Adam. I hate Joey. I could care less if they live or die. They are such an annoying thorn in my fucking side. And I know that sounds bad, but it is the fucking truth. And I'm not lying to you guys. I cannot stand those motherfuckers. They are so fucking goddamn vile, annoying. They're not worth my time. They're so fucking dumb. And I hate them. Hate with a goddamn passion. Anyway. And the last question. Let's see. What do you need to take with you in the next month? What do you want to leave behind? I'm sorry.
What do you want? I'm so tired. I'm sorry. What do you need to take with you into this new year, and what do you need to leave behind? Well, I've already told you guys like what I need to do and what I need to leave behind. So, I mean, I've already answered that question, but that is the last question. So, Sean, thank you so much for the idea for that topic. I didn't even know that people ask themselves those questions in the new year. My friend Sean at work sent me that link. So, Sean, I hope you liked it. I try and use my friends' suggestions whenever they're like, hey, Fears, like you've never conquered this topic. Plus, it's hard to come up with new topics for every show. So sometimes I'm like, I haven't got anything that I want to talk about today. And I'll be like, hey, Sean, give me another topic, buddy. Like, what do you think? I've asked Randall a couple times. I've asked Larry. So I'm like, give me a topic, you know? So anyway. Well, as always, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. It was pretty good. Hanging out with Larry is always fun. God bless to everybody. Hopefully the new year is good for everybody. And again, if you guys could just keep praying for my grandma, I would really appreciate it. Keep those prayers up. Keep those blessings up. And if you're not religious, which I know some people in the community are not, just throw some good positive vibes to my grandma. I would really appreciate that, guys. All right. Well, the coffee is almost done. Now it's done. All right. So I got to take off. I got to get a shower. I got to get something to eat, do a little editing, take a nap before work, and then fucking mosey on into work. But Fears loves you guys. Fears cares about you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to FearsMan26, the main channel. Fears Vlogs is the second channel. Check them both out. Follow me on TikTok, FearsMan26. Follow my buddy Larry Tate. He's making some content. Get on that content, Larry. Get on those likes. Get on those comments to Larry's channel. Check out my friend Randall at Cameo Man 2021. That's his main channel. And his second channel is the mayor of O Magic. Check out Girl Gamer Rezi. She is Sega Camp Gamer's girlfriend. She makes some pretty good content, live streaming, you know, doing challenges, going fucking nuts on the lives, you know. So check it out. And as always, check out the motherfucking Sega Camp Gamer and Wear Camp on Twitch at the Sega Camp Gamer 22. He goes fucking nuts on those video games. The better question is when does he not go fucking nuts on those video games? All right, I'm taking off. But this is Fears, signing off. Peace, deuces, and I'll fucking see you later.